Okay, just a minute. I'm starting the session. Is my screen visible? Can anyone please confirm?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, don't call me sir. Yeah, let's start. Uh, Thank you to, first of all, thank you to JWoC to organize such a big event in open source. Uh, Let me introduce myself. I am Sayan Majumder, currently pursuing BTech in Computer Science in Jalpaiguri Government Engineering College. Currently in my third year, and I am an SD intern at Dualite and also web lead at Google Developer Student Club JGEC. So the topics today we will be covering is introduction to web development, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Git and GitHub, and we will be doing some hands-on training how to implement HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and GitHub. So let's start. What is web development? That what is web development? Anyone from the meet who want to tell us about something about web development? Hello. Okay, let me answer this question. Web development is like building digital worlds. It's about creating websites and apps that you see and interact with every day. I think you all guys have seen some websites, have gone through some websites every day. These websites are built using some framework of JavaScript and some libraries, and we will be talking with that technology later. Let's get go forward. Why web development? Why should we learn web development? Uh, is there anyone who will answer this? Uh, Anyone please respond who know about why it is important? And let me clear about that. If anyone go through any doubts, please let me know. Okay, let's go forward. Why web development is web development is a very important thing in our data in today's life. If we consider web development as today's fasting technology, we can say that uh, digital presence of global accessibility. I mean, websites provides us. I mean, if someone promotes their product in somewhere else in in the in global level, they can promote their products in that area particularly. They can't have the access of India's market. So web development solves this problem. And economic opportunities. Web development also provides a good outcome with huge amount of business. They enriches towards user very easily, and so that the business get hugely actually generate heavily revenue. Also, web development provides us good user experience. So the next slide, how to start. The For the beginners, this is the most important thing. They always gets into dilemma that how to start this web development journey. So next slide we will be clearing that. Always start with the basics. First clear the basics, then go to the intermediate level, then to advanced level. Uh, To learn the basics, first of all, we have to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, the core fundamentals of web development. Uh, HTML basics. We will be starting with some HTML basics. What is HTML? Anyone? Hello.
Hypertext markup language.
Yeah, that is the full form of HTML. But what it does actually? Can anyone
It
please?
built the structure of the web page, only the structure, not styling.
Yeah, good answer. Uh, Correct. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is the standard markup language for creating the structure of web pages. This basically gives the structure of the website. Uh, if you can, is it visible? Some code here.
Yes, it is
This is
visible.
the main structure actually. This is the main structure of HTML. There is a head tag, body tag, p tag, h1 tag. We will be covering those later, but this is the main structure of HTML. If you guys have built something in HTML, you will be going through this code snippet also. Common HTML tags. So what are the commonly used HTML tags? H1 tag, H2 tag, P tag. Uh, if we talk about headings, H1 tags and H2 tags are mainly used to structure the heading part. I mean the main heading part. So next is paragraph. P tag defines the paragraph thing. If we write something in text passage, we will be writing within P tag. And if we want to embed some image in our website, we will be using img tag with this source and alt. Uh, Let me clear about that why alt is important. If in a scenario, if src, I mean the in image is not uploaded in the website, the alternative text that will be shown to the user to make the user experience better, that will be the text that we will be putting inside here. The src will take the image link, I mean the pathway of the image, or directly embed the image link from some web browser or something somewhere else. Then the list tag. These list tag are basically used to list some items or something, list down the items or something in websites. So these are the structure you can see. We will be doing hands-on this, so don't worry if you are not understanding at the very initial phase. So yeah, links in HTML. How we embed some links? I mean, if you will be experienced on that when you are using some website. You click in a button and it redirects to another page. This is handled by this tag. In the a tag, we takes href. We put the links in the href, and then some text text or something text that will be clicked. And if we click on the text, the this website will be opened in the next tab or within the tab. And other than this, if we you will be seeing some pagination in websites. uh, how we handle that? We use about.html. I mean, if there exists some about slash about route, we can easily navigate to that route by clicking on this about us button. So link to the other page, I have already explained that. Internal links and external links are given, are used in HTML tags by this way. These are the examples you can see. And let's start with CSS. What is CSS? Can anyone please tell?
CSS is used to style the web page.
Correct. Correct. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. Uh, Purpose. What is the purpose? Someone has just said it is a style sheet language used for describing the presentation of an HTML document. If the structure is mainly, I have said already said that HTML is basically used to give a structure of a website, and next, to make it a better user experience, we use CSS to style it, to position it properly in the website. And also responsive design. What is responsive design? Can anyone please tell? Hello, anyone from the meet? Okay, let me answer this question. Responsive design is something that enhance the user experience in mobile device or laptop or desktop, whatever you are using. So, am I clear?
Yes.
Okay. So, CSS basics, including CSS in HTML. I mean, how to include CSS files or CSS structure code in HTML. How to embed that in HTML. So we can embed a CSS in two ways. One of them is external style sheets linked to HTML using the link tag. I mean, here you can see link rel relative style sheet. This thing is common for every. I mean, this up to this, this is common for everything, every file. The this part is only changes if we import some CSS file from another file. We use this method link rel relative style sheet type text or CSS href and file name, file path. And other than this, internal style sheets are placed within the style tag in HTML document. If we want to embed some CSS in HTML, we can also use this style tag, where we will be writing some code here, CSS code here, that will be reflect in our website. So, what are the selectors? How to select an HTML tag? Selectors are the how we select, basically, that if we want to style the p tag, we will be calling the p tag here like this, p and curly braces, and then the color, font size, whatever we want to define. And whatever we want to define, this color and font size things, these are the these we'll call the properties. I mean, what properties we want to define to that tag or structure, so that it can reflect to the web browser. So styling text with CSS. I mean, how to style. These are the basic attributes. I mean, to you that are you commonly used in to define CSS. Font family. We will be don't worry, guys. We will be doing this. We will be hands-only doing this, writing this code. Don't worry if you don't understand. So these are the attributes we will be using. Font size, font weight. Font weight is basically used to bold the text. Font size is to define the size of the text. Font family, we can include any type of font to design our website, to design our text. Adjusting text color or alignment, to align or define the colors, we use this color attribute. And text align, if we align it to the center of the web browser, we use center. Okay. So go to the next slide. Styling colors and background color. If we want to color this website, I mean, if we want to color a website with a background color, we can write this section. I mean, the HTML tag we will be first selecting the HTML tag, then we will be defining the background color of that particular tag. Like this, you can see the examples. And if we want to embed some image in website, we can also embed them like this: background image URL and the image path. A background size, we can also define cover, whatever we want, cover or anything. So the most important thing in JavaScript, so the most important thing in web development is JavaScript. JavaScript is the main engine we commonly use in browser. In today's life, we use V8 engine. Google uses V8 engine to search or do anything, whatever it performs in web browser. We also, I mean, if we write some JavaScript code in a file, we will be importing in HTML to reflect that logic in the websites. So how to embed them? We will be embed is a JS file, .js file, JavaScript file by this script tag. In the script tag, we will be in the source attribute. We will be defining the file path that we want to uh, embed in this HTML tag. And other than this, we can also write JavaScript code within that HTML file by using this script tag. In the script tag, within the script tag, we will be like writing logics here. Your JavaScript code here, this is already written here. You can see, I guess. Uh, so the yeah syntax, variables and data types. uh, in past days we basically use var only used to use the var tag to define some variables or data types, and store like this var age equal to 25. This basically stores the integer type data. And here it is also written that var was traditionally used while let and const were introduced in ECMAScript 6. ES6 means ECMAScript is an organization that basically evolves the JavaScript module or engine. Uh, in the ES6 version, the let and const are introduced to us. It solves various types of you know uh, conflicts that is basically arrives while implementing the JavaScript. So yeah, uh, are you guys understanding whatever I am talking?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good, good. So into how to interact with HTML and JavaScript. I mean, how to implement logics. We basically keep it in mind that we basically use JavaScript to implement our logic in the websites. So, one of the core concept of JavaScript is DOM manipulation. I mean, what is DOM? Can it? Oh, it is already shown in the screen. I guess. Document object model is DOM. Other than this, we have another thing called BOM. That is browser object model. We manipulate directly the browsers with that BOM. Here we will be talking about DOM. The DOM represents the structure of document as a tree object. I mean, if we consider a HTML structure in a tree form, um, this tree structure is mainly manipulated by JavaScript directly. JavaScript can manipulate the DOM, enabling dynamic changes to the content and structure of a web page. So what I say is just written here. Connecting JavaScript to HTML5. I guess I have said this earlier. Okay. Okay. How to? Okay. Next. Basic event handlings. Um, if we click on a website, how someone will be knowing that I have clicked that button? This issue is solved by using these event listeners. So what are events? Events are user or browser actions that can trigger JavaScript function. What I said, if I click on a button, how will be knowing that? That will be doing by JavaScript. Common event includes clicks, key press, mouse events, etc. Mouse events means mouse over or mouse key, mouse click or whatever we it have. JavaScript can manipulate the DOM, enabling dynamic changes to the content and structure of web pages. Just a common thing what I have said earlier. Here is an example: click events. Um, Here we define, first we take the, I mean, first we grab the HTML tag. uh, I guess this is a ID. If you guys don't understand this code, don't worry, I will be explaining it later when we will be implementing hands on something. So Git and GitHub, everyone thinks this is a bit complicated, and they don't understand the Git and GitHub. I will be saying that Git and GitHub is one of the most logical and easy thing to understand in uh, web development. First, what Git and GitHub solves? Can anyone please tell what is Git and GitHub? Anyone know? Anyone from the meet?
It stores our program to online.
That is the work of GitHub, not Git. Uh, do you know Git? Do you know about anything about Git?
Version control.
Yeah, Git basically do the version control thing. This includes our next slide. What is version control? Version control overview is version control is a system that tracks changes to a project code over time. It allows multiple contributors to collaborate, track changes, and revert the previous version if needed. Let's take a scenario. If someone has put their code in, I mean, let's say GitHub. If we take that code in our local system and do some changes and, and push our changes into the GitHub, how they will know that what code I have written, what part of the code I have written. Here comes the Git to differentiate what is the changes I have made, what feature I have implemented. This all registered in Git. And in other side, uh, this is actually version control is a very important thing in development, in web development and Android development, both thing. We can do collaborative work using Git, and we can track history. What I just said, we can track the changes. We can track history using Git, and backup. We can revert to the previous state of the code by using Git commands. So, introduction to Git and GitHub. Uh, so here is the difference. What is Git? Git is a distributive version control system, and in other side, GitHub is a web-based platform. GitHub basically takes all the code and make a list, and Git basically tracks the versions, what version they have improved, what the new commits are there in the Git. Git basically do that. Basic commands of Git. Don't worry, we will be doing this. Git init to initialize a Git repository. Staging changes. Uh, if we want to commit something, first we add it to the staging area. I mean, it will be easy to understand the staging area as if we go somewhere, if we take some prize in a stage, we someone comes and take a picture and the memories are created. So this staging area do the same thing. They basically take a snapshot of the changes before the commit, and then git commit command to mainly commit, and then git push to the main code base, to the remote code base we want to contribute in that remote repository. GitHub. GitHub, yeah, GitHub is the remote repository. GitHub takes the list of remote repositories. GitHub serves as a remote repository. Developers can push and pull changes to collaborate. So, Git workflow. Yeah, branching. Branching is one of the most important thing you will be seeing when you will be contributing in some project. First you have to create some branch, your own branch, and you will be make changes in that branch. You will be pushing and pulling in that branches. After that you will be creating some pull request, and request you will be requesting the maintainer of that project to merge your code into the main branch so that it reflect in the deployed uh, you know deployed thing. So what is written here? Why branching allows multiple developers to work on different features simultaneously, reduces the risk of conflicts in the main code base. Just I said what I said. Creating a branch. How to create a branch? Git branch name. If you want to create some branch, git checkout branch name is just create the new branch. It creates the new branch and switches your branch into that branch. So next topic is forking and cloning. If someone have posted some GitHub repository in GitHub, uh, how will you will be extracting that code in your local system, and how will be doing some improvements in that repository. Here comes fork in picture. Fork and cloning. Yeah, by fork and cloning, you can pull your pull the repository, the source code of the repository in your local system. Forking create a copy and of a repository on your GitHub account. Use when you want to contribute to someone else's project. Okay. Clone in a repository. Cloning basically downloads a copy of a repository to your local machine, allows you to make changes and contribute. Same thing we have written multiple times. Um Steps of fork and clone. Fork the repository on GitHub. There is a fork button. Um, by clicking on that, we will be forking that repository. Don't worry, we will be seeing showing that also. Copy the repository URL uh, and git clone repository URL. We will be doing that. Don't worry, we will be showing that thing. Navigate to that directory and just contribute. Just make changes and contribute. Okay. Pull request. I just said the GitHub workflow. Uh, if we don't uh, perform the pull request, the maintainers will cannot know that you have make some changes and you want to put it in the main branch. So after making changes in your local system, push it into your branch and then make a PR to merge it into the main branch. So here comes in picture peer. After performing a pull request, uh, the maintainers will review your code, and then they will consider it, whether it is mergeable or not, whether it is a conflict or not. According to, they will be perform some step. Let's discuss about steps of pull request. Create a new branch, just we have studied early, and make changes, commit and push to your fork, I mean to your branch. Open a pull request on GitHub. Collaborators review and discuss their changes, whether your changes are mergeable or not. Then merge the changes into into the main branch, and then it will be reflecting into the production level. Let's give it a hands-on try. Uh, let's code something. Let's code in HTML is JavaScript, so that we can see the change, how changes are reflects in uh, browser. Are you guys ready? Hello? No one is telling, no one is responding.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start coding. First, make a GitHub repository. Go to your GitHub account, and then in the repository section, uh, make a new repository. JWoC. Let's choose a name for this. Web session. Yeah. Then it is created. Just a minute. Here are the guidelines. If you want to, uh, contribute or push some code into the main remote repository, you will be cloning this by using this link. Just a minute. Git clone command will be used to clone this repository. Clone empty. This is, I guess, an empty repository. So just a minute. Okay. Uh, yeah, I just initialized the uh, GitHub repository with this readme. Let's clone the remote repository in your local system. How to do that? We will be doing that with git clone, and this link will be coming from here, code in the code button. If you tap from that, https, this is the https link I have used, and before that I have put the git clone command. This clone command basically cloned all this code, this readme code, in my local repository. So let me open that. So let's contribute in this repository. First, we'll be creating a file, index.html, and here we will be writing HTML code. This is the root file of the of our project, index.html, why to name.html. This .html extension are basically tracked by this VS code, some compiler, so that they can compile this index.html into servable uh, code to browser. So let's start with this snippet. Just a minute. Full screen. Okay. Okay. Is it visible to you guys? Can you guys please confirm, or should I zoom it
Yes,
a bit?
Yeah,
yes.
it's visible.
Okay. Just yeah. Okay. So this title tag includes the title thing. Let me open it in the live server so that you can see the changes live. Just a minute. Sorry, it's not opening yet. Uh, if you guys have used VS Code, you will be knowing that here are the extensions you will be using to run a HTML code. Use search on this search bar, that live server, install that thing, and just a minute, live server, and install that thing, and this that will be showing here at the regi thing, at the regi part. So here is nothing, and you can see just one thing. Notice one thing here, the name is document. Why the name is document? The title tag is defined here is document, so that this is reflecting in the browser as document. So let's rename it JWoC web session. Let's save that thing ctrls, and see here that this thing also changed. This title thing also reflecting in web browser. Did you guys notice? Anyone? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's create a CSS file also so that we can style it properly. Style.css. This .css extension is basically used to define that we will be writing some CSS code in that file. So in the index.html file, this is the head tag. In the head tag, we basically define the title thing and the other uh, imports of file in the HTML file. So let's import the HTML file, sorry, CSS file from other directory, style sheet. Href is the href takes the uh, you know the directory we want to import in this file, style dot css. Yeah, it is imported in the HTML file. So we will be writing the main code in this body tag. What we are building today is a website with a button. We will be click on the button, and then the background color of this page will be dynamically changing. Just a basic thing. So let's start. We will be using h1 tag to write the header. Yeah. Is it visible? Hello everyone. I have just written here and saved that file, and this is directly reflecting in our browser.
Yes, it
Can you
is
guys
visible.
see?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Then next thing is we will be adding a button. Uh, the button tag is includes the, here we can write the text that will be the button text. Let's name it change color. Yeah, you can see there is a button in the browser. Is it visible? Just please update me. Let me know
Yes,
because
we
I
are.
can.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, okay. Let's import the script file. Let's first write a script file, then import it from there. So we have created a script file and it will be imported like this, script tag, and then okay, my black box is giving some suggestions. Script.js and then closing the script tag. Yeah, this script tag is script file is also included in this file. Save that file and then let's style this a bit. Okay, are you guys ready to style it a bit? Hello.
Yes, we
Okay. Uh, First grab the thing you want to style it. First grab the body. This body tag. In the body tag, we will be writing the attributes that will be modifying our uh, you know website. First define something, font family. Let's use Arial. Yeah, Arial. Yeah. Suddenly it is changed to the font style is changed to Arial. Then let's align it in the center. It is aligned in the center. The whole body tag is aligned in the center of the browser. So let's add some padding. Padding basically, uh, if you want to let me show in the console. This basically gives some space alongside the tag you want to uh, include. This padding basically keeps some space alongside the tag. If you want to see that thing, I can show that in console. Yeah, you can see the padding here. This 20 pixel padding is included in this web browser, and it is reflecting here. This is the main thing, and padding thing is here. So this is the console. If you want to check something, what is shown in the browser, what is not shown, why it is, you can debug this thing, debug the whole thing in console. Here are the errors you will be getting from JavaScript. So let's style it a bit more. Um, let's style the button. So let's add some padding in the button of 10 pixel. Yeah. Yeah, suddenly the button have some extra space, you can see. Let me close this. Then you have noticed that if we hover in a button, the mouse or cursor, the cursor is still the arrow. Let's modify it by cursor pointer. Now see the magic. If we hover, it will be converted into a hand. Can you see? This arrow is converted when we are hovering on this button tag. Okay, so now implement the logic that will be so that we can change the background color of this page. Let's click. Now it is not showing, not changing, because we have not implemented the logic. So let's implement the logic. First, check whether the file is connected with the HTML file or not. So console.log. Let check with the console.log. Hello. So just a minute. Hmm, I guess this is connected. Yeah. Yeah, this is connected, I guess. First, take that button thing. First, grab that button. Uh, just a minute. Let first, if we want to grab that button, we first have to add some ID. So let's add some ID. ID basically identifies this button. There can be multiple buttons. The IDs of the multiple buttons will be something. If we add something random, uh, we want to trigger this button only. If we want to trigger in this button only, we have to first grab this button. So how we will be grabbing that? We will be grabbing that button by clicking on by this ID. So let's name the ID. Uh, what we will be using? Color, some meaningful thing. Color change button. Yeah, I guess it is okay. So let's uh, let's modify the first. Let's grab this thing document. Here is the DOM manipulation thing. We will be manipulating this whole website by uh, clicking on this button only. This document is the part of DOM, document object model. This is the parent object. We will be using some property of this parent object to modify this website. We will be first grabbing that HTML tag by using get HTML by ID. As we are grabbing the color change button thing, as it is a ID, we will have to use this get element by ID. Other than this, we can use get element by class name. If this was a class name, this was a class, we can also use this get element by class name. But here we are using ID. Difference between ID and class name is ID is unique, but class name is not unique. Same class name can be given to multiple HTML tags. So let's continue with our project. What we want to modify, get get element by ID. And now grab that div or button what we want to grab. This button, we have grabbed this button. So okay, uh, now we'll be adding some event listener. What is event listener? If we tap in this button, who will be who will be saying us that someone Sayan has tapped this button? To ensure that that particular button is clicked, we will be adding event listener color change button. Sorry, this color change button thing, color change button dot add event listener. This is the event listener we are injecting, and then the event will be click. If we click only, then the logic will be executed. Click event listener. Then we have to provide a function. here param means the parameter it takes, the function takes, but we are not passing any parameter within this. So we'll be writing this as without any parameter. So let random color, let's take a variable with random color, and let's make a function that will be triggering whenever we will be clicking on this button. Let's name the function as get render color, random color रखते हैं, random color or whatever. So next we will be injecting this thing, document dot body dot style. Already have some suggestions. Background color equal to random color. Yeah, this function will be returning us some color. Just a minute. Let me set it. And why this is not going? अरे मेरा पीसी फिर से हैंग कर दिया क्या? Just a minute. अरे sorry, my PC is a bit laggy. I have set it up this earlier. Okay. Uh, let's define this function. What will be performed by this function? Function get color. These are the syntax that how to define a function, how to define something. Let's implement a logic that we can reflect some random color by clicking on this button. So let's take a set of letters first. 0 1 2, I mean some random 7 8 9, and then some ABCD F, then the lead color. I guess you are familiar with this, looping thing. Loop is basically iterative thing. We iterate through an array, through an linked list, or whatever we want to iterate can be done by this looping thing. So I is a variable that is set to 0. This is initial value of I, and this will run until I becomes 5, and whenever it becomes 6, the loop will be break. So the I plus plus will be incrementing the value of I. So let's modify this color, implement the logic basically. Plus equals to letters. Letter basically will take this string. This is a string. I mean, letters is basically taking a string as data. This string can this element of this string can be accessed by the indexing. Letters and the index math dot floor. Floor basically takes the uh, lower value. If we consider 5.5, it will return us 5, lower value of that number. Math dot floor whenever we will be performing anything mathematical in JavaScript, always we have to use math dot something, math dot that function. So math dot random. We will be picking any random values. This random function basically returns us any value within 0 to 1. Then we will be modifying that by doing into 10, and that's all. We have implemented our logic, and we have to return the color that we have generated. Basically, this this sorry, I guess this will be 16. I guess just a minute. Mhm. Okay, so this logic uh, will be used to generate the new color. Okay, so why 16? Because the length of the letter is 16. If you guys are curious about that, the 16 defines the length of the letters variable. So I guess we are all set to implement this logic. Uh, Change color. This is not that button. Just a minute. I guess I have to reload this once. The live server is gone. Okay. Let me open once more. Yeah, the live server is gone. I have closed the VS code once, so the live server is gone. So let's click on this button. Yeah, this is reflecting in our website that the color is changed. And let's console this color, whatever we are generating, by doing console.log. Color we have generated. This is the syntax. Uh, you have to just don't worry about syntax. You have to just practice it. You will be regularly practicing it, and will be used to this thing. And this console thing basically mainly used when we are debugging the whole thing. So in the let's open the console, and if we click on the second and third button, anything will not be reflected in the browser. So why that? Because we have grabbed the class that we have grabbed the ID of this HTML tag only. You can see the IDs of other HTML tag is different. So these are not basically handled by the JavaScript in this file. So let's tap on the first button. Yeah, the color have generated is this. You can see change button, then next color. We have console this thing in this line. This console thing is reflecting in the console. Got it? Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay. So we have make changes in this branch. So let's create a branch by using git checkout my branch. Okay, what is saying? Error. My branch does not match this file. Okay. Uh, why this is? Let's checkout is creating some error. I don't know why. I have to check. Uh, Git status. Let's say what is the status? Just a minute. Status. Git status. Git status will reflect all whatever changes you have made. You are in the main branch and you have changed this file. These are actually untracked files. This is written here. Untracked files are the files you have created in your local system but have not put it in the remote system or staging area. That's why this is showing in red color. You can confirm this by using this U, unstaged. This U means unstaged. So if we here it is written that to commit the untracked file present, use git add. So we will be adding all the changed files by doing here. See carefully, git dot add. After git dot add, we will be adding the file name that will be committed. So other than this, we can include all the files at once by using this command, dot command, and enter. Then this is A. I mean, this is changed to A. So let's check the status. Take a second. Yeah, changes to be commit. Previously, it was untracked files, but now when I have add it to the Git, it is showing that changes to be committed. So we will be committing these changes Git by using git commit. Yeah, git commit command is basically used to you know uh, put your changes in GitHub. I mean in the remote repository. So uh, git commit basically takes a minus m. This minus m is basically message we want to put. Um, implemented, we want to, let's write some message according to the work you have done. Implemented the logic. Let's meet. Let's tap on the enter button, and yeah, this is your message. And three files changed. The stats you can see 42 insertion. I mean 42 lines of code we have inserted in this you know uh, code in these files. And to reflect these local changes, up to this point we have make changes in the staging area. These all changes are still in my local system. To put it in the uh, remote system, we will be using git. Let's check the git status once. Status. Yeah, what it is showing on branch main, your branch is ahead of origin by one commit. Yeah, my branch is one commit ahead cause I have not pushed it yet to the main branch. So let's push it into the main branch. Git push origin main. Enter. It is pushing all my changes into the uh, you know remote branch, remote repository. Object 6 done. All the things are done. The stats are looking quite good. Let's check in the GitHub. Let's refresh this page, and yeah, these local changes are reflecting here. So let's deploy this. So we'll be using first cell. Let's use first cell for that purpose. My network is a bit laggy. Yeah, this is the file we have created. This is the repository we have created. Import that and just simply deploy it. These deployments thing policies a developer to make it to be a good developer. Just click on this button and you are successfully deployed your project. So is it working? Yeah, completely fine. Did you guys just watched? Just you can also check. You can share this link. I am sharing this link in the Meet chat. Just check it and use it and let me know how is it. And that's all about today's session. So thank you everyone to joining us and thank you to JWC to give it a chance to introduce web development to the beginners. Thanks to all.